The blockchain itself and the money matrix mimic and mirror nature's patterns. Let's talk about it while we go on a walk. As above, so below. If we look at the mycelium, the mushroom network underground, it gives us all the answers we need about mastering the physical world. Yes, that includes money. Genuine wealth is so much more than this soft girl era stuff that's been, going viral and talking about really just material things. Building a legacy is the most feminine thing you can do, and that includes actual generational sustenance and nurturance, not just buying yourself nice things. And don't get me wrong, I love nice things, but we're talking about having assets to actually hand down for our family. And when we look at the behavior of those mushrooms, we see that they take care of the environment around them. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Every single one of these trees, all of them, down below with the roots, they have root systems which are way larger even than the branches above. When I say as above, so below, I really mean it. The roots go down so deep and they reach out just like the branches. This in and of itself isn't some kind of novel concept, but when you understand the science that there's actually mushroom systems all surrounding the roots, which send nurturants, which send nutrients to all of the trees around them, that's femininity. That's building a community. That's what the women I surround myself with do every single day for those they serve. That's what I do. And that's what I would expect from any of the people that are in my inner circle. When one tree is sick, all of the other trees send it food and love and actual data and information on how to heal. And then they do heal. The mushrooms underground come together as nodes. This enriches the roots of the trees and literally communicate to one another to send nutrients to areas of nature which are resource deprived. That is the organic imagery of exactly what we do as women. We operate as a tree internet and nurture each other back to health. I didn't invent this concept. This is one of the many philosophies to be learned from African naturalist indigenous ways. That's why I love to look at AfroFuturism whenever we're talking about building anything. These principles are ancient. And the future, the future is us returning to those ancient ways. And I love using the root system as our guidance, because the root system is also in our chakra system. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it there. When we talk about building wealth, we use the analogy, you see the video on my YouTube channel about building a house, building your dream home. If you're building your dream home, you need to start with a solid foundation. If we look at that metaphor and take it to our meridian points of our body, in our chakra system, we start with the root. And this might seem out there for some people, but whenever the root chakra is looked at from a metaphysical perspective, the root chakra, our base level energy, our foundation, it impacts money, it impacts career, it impacts wealth, and it's related to our base level initial relationships. We're talking about the relationship with our lineage, the relationship with our direct parents, our nuclear family, and our generations of the past and generations to come. Sacral chakra, as you go up, that's going to be more your relationships with one another, like romantic relationships, work relationships, of course your relationship with yourself. But the root chakra actually includes relationship to your lineage. Why is this profound? Whenever we are building a solid foundation, And whenever we are actually building generational wealth, not just the buzzword around it, but I'm talking about all of the assets that go into it, including your will and trust. Who are you going to leave things to when you die? Do you have a plan for that? Or is it going to end up in probate court? Unfortunately, that's what happens a lot of the time to people. These are the steps that you take to have your base level security in place. If you haven't done that yet, don't worry, baby, because that's what my calendar is for. To set up your will, to set up your trust, to set you up to actually be able to be building up from just the root chakra. So let's get into that really quickly. Or really slowly, we'll just see how it comes out. So if your root is having your will and your trust, your emergency fund, your base level cash in place, then your sacral chakra, as you move up, is going to be getting insurance. And I love the language around that. Insurance. Is your life insured? If it's not, and if you don't know even where to start with that, guess what? Ladies, get on my calendar. It's 100% free. Onward and upward to your sacral and your solar plexus chakra, right in the center. Your confidence. Do you have a retirement plan? An education fund for yourself or for your children? Do you want to have a Tesla and live in a house like this under the palm trees? Well, a lot of people do, but not a lot of people plan for it. Are you one of those people? Having plans like that in place, that gives you confidence. That's your solar plexus. So as we move up, we get to the heart. And the heart of it is your retirement tax benefit analysis. Most people have a little bit of a retirement plan in place. Their 401k with their job or their IRA. A lot of people do not know that if you take money out from those accounts prior to age 59 and a half, and that 1/2 of a year, that was real important for whatever reason. If you take money out of those accounts, you're subject to be hit with a penalty. Most people do not know. If you knew, you're already ahead of the game. Your throat chakra, that's your long-term care. Not just your retirement, but who is actually physically taking care of you in your old age when you no longer can advocate for yourself to the same degree. A lot of people do not plan for this, but this can be an expense that's a minimum an additional $100,000 just to have like basic care, to make sure that you're in some kind of facility or that there's someone living at home with you, just like doing the very basics of making sure that you have someone there for you. Your third eye is going to be any additional investments, the things that you can see when you're not so weighed down by all of the other elements of the matrix. And your crown chakra, that's your integration. It's making sure that all of that doesn't get taken away from you by the IRS. All of that, just to have that happen, I don't think so.
Our crown is our anointing, and every queen has a crown. On a deeper level, it's our integration, our oneness with nature, and in the physical realm, it's how well we're protected. I'm Karina Nebula. If you're the queen of your domain, then protect God's earthly dominion.
So, what do you think? Did you like this video? Should I do more like this, going on a walk with you? If you do think so, let me know. Have a beautiful day.